Yeah, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another live session with your boy Phrankleen. Let me adjust this. If you're watching this as a playback, thank you for stopping by. So, I am basically going to talk to you about some pretty good piping hot side hustles that you can use. Hopefully, if you dive into it, if it's your cup of tea, if you do it properly, you'll be able to get yourself some decent money on the side. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, you Andy. See, your boy had to come in fresh today. Western Goddess. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Dozer David. What's up, bruh? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. How's everybody doing, man? You and I saw money and answered sharply. You get me? Let's get this bread, man. Let's make papers. Let's get this money. Yeah, your boy had to look clean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How is everybody doing? How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? A bit late in the day. Um, so Eunice, right? Hit the like button, please. Let's gain traction on the video so we can crack on. Okay. If you're watching these as a playback, after the live session, this is one of the live streams I do on my channel. If you like what I'm about, hit the like button. Be sure to share my videos and look through my playlist. Leave your comment below. Let's keep the conversation going on below. Join the convo, and you can push me an email to footchannel1960 at gmail.com. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Right, so let me talk quickly about these episode is sponsored by Sendwave. Sendwave is basically an app you can download on your mobile devices if you're using iPhone, if you're using Android phone, within the two shakes of a duck's tail. You can use it to send money from Ireland, Spain, Italy, United Kingdom, United States of America, to Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Uganda. Push in my username, Phrankleen, as it's spelled on my channel. You get £5, $5, and or €5 added to your very first Sendwave transaction. You can share that code with your friends and families, all right? It's limitless, really. So, okay, get cracking. Download Sendwave. Now, let me talk about what happened in the last live stream. So, I was talking to you guys, and then midway into the conversation, the app just crashed on me. So it crashed on me. It kicked me out of the live stream. I couldn't get back into it to end the live stream. So I had to go and have a quick chat with YouTube support. And they basically said I should look at my phone. My phone is an iPhone 11 I was streaming from. And then I checked and I realized that the app forced itself to shut down simply because it wants me to update the app. Makes no sense, but then I've updated the app to the latest version of it, so for some technical reason. So I'm so sorry that kicked me out of the live stream, but here we are. Yes. So enough of the jokes of Phrankleen, you look like a caveman. Your boy managed to get a haircut, so I think I look clean enough, man. So here we are. Now, in light of the global palaver, there's about 73 people online. Hit the like button on the video. Please give us more likes. Give us more likes. So I'm gonna crack on with the topic of the day now. So in light of the global palaver, I had so many people pushing me emails left, right, and center, sharing their devastating stories. People who have unfortunately lost their jobs, or the companies they're working for have unfortunately, packed it in, and streams of income have become really reduced. Spell the name of the money transfer app. Sendwave. Send as in send something. Wave, like you wave your hand. Sendwave. Okay. Go into your Apple Store or Android Play Store. Download Sendwave. put in my name, Phrankleen, as it's spelled on my channel, and then you get your £5, $5, €5 added to your first transaction. So anyway, so many people have been talking to me about finance. Thank you, Western Goddess. And I made a video about a few weeks ago, and I I I talked about the impact of these finances and all that stuff, and how it's affected our lives, how it's important for us to give consideration to finance and how to improve our finance, our monies, investments, and things like that. Since then, I've had plethora of emails. People have bombarded me with all sorts of emails, and have complained, which I can relate to. Over here, let me put a disclaimer, okay? If you are what's it called, man? If you are you have a fat bank account, you have a obese bank account, you've got your own life figured out, you've got savings for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years. Great. If you got huge ginormous property portfolio, maybe this segment is not for you, okay? But I'm sure that there are persons watching this, and they are part of the target audience. But if you are the type of person who really wants to improve and see what else you can do to bring in money, maybe this is for you, okay? I am not posing as some financial expert. I'm a regular dude, very logical, and I'm just doing my bit for the society, putting my positive energy into the universe. So if I end up hopefully helping at least one person, I think I'd have done an amazing job. Don't you think? So now, in light of the current situation, as I was saying, I think it's very important that we go back to our respective drawing boards and look at how and what we can do to improve our finances. Because now we're living in times where, if you're focused on one job, there's actually, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing like a job for life anymore. So if you're a 9 to 5 person and you're fixated in a particular job, unfortunately, you might wake up tomorrow morning and get a rude awakening. You might, wake up tomorrow morning, and they might just say the company is no more, or they have to cut your pay, or like the global palaver we're dealing with, right? So, and like one of the emails I got a couple of days ago, a woman told me how she's a single mom, and unfortunately, because her husband passed away due to lung cancer, and she's been battling with 2 children, and it's been absolutely horrific, absolutely difficult for that woman to stay afloat and take care of 2 children. These are the harsh realities of some people. And so I asked her via email, do you have any side hustles? And she said, for quite some time, Franklin, I've been considering one or two things, but unfortunately, maybe due to fear, lack of knowledge, being indecisive, and things like that. So many factors. She's not been able to do anything. Now, the job that she got not too long ago, she's only 4 months into the job, and they have unfortunately laid her off. This is one of the realities. Give me a second. 1 second. Right. I do apologize, man. There are persons in the background having a conversation, so that seems to be blazing into where I'm sat and taking my focus away from what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got 7 potential side hustles, okay? And now, let me just say, before I start, I'm not giving you, how do I say, a template on how to print money, okay? These are fantastic ideas. I'm going to ask you respectfully, do your own research. If you listen to the list of the 7, bullet points, if at least one is of interest to you, okay? Don't dive into it. One of the worst things you can do is, go into something blindly without knowledge, or assume, or slap religion, or whatever, right? Get knowledge and start with baby steps. I'll give you as much information as possible. Tomorrow, I am actually going to focus purely on affiliate marketing and stuff. Again, if I manage to help one person, that's fantastic. So let's talk about number one. Number one side hustle is, selling items on online platforms like Amazon, eBay. Now, eBay, Craigslist, if you're here in the UK or in the US, Gumtree, Facebook Market, and all these similar platforms. Now, the beautiful thing about those platforms is, yeah, somebody said Jumia. Jumia is, Nigeria based, and it's a very huge platform. Now, the beautiful thing about those platforms is, one, they are reputable platforms. They've been around for ages. And two, one of the main reasons why I love them is they already enjoy, like, sort of, how do I say, inbuilt traffic. So what it means is, if I decide to list this wristwatch on eBay right now, okay, compared with listing it on my own personally built website. For my personally built website, I'm gonna have to put in a lot more work to build traffic to an extent before my what do you call it, man? My viewers can then hopefully see my watch. But when you put this what do you call it? When you put this on eBay, you can be rest assured that as soon as this goes live on eBay, within 5 minutes, people are going to start viewing the watch. And if they're interested, they'll buy your watch. Does that make sense? And then you can post it to the buyer, and then you can make your money, pay your eBay and PayPal fees and stuff like that. So platforms like Amazon, flipping stuff and all that. And the thing is, selling stuff on platforms like eBay, for example, eBay is a huge platform. So you then have to decide, what is it that you would like to sell? Is it baby clothing? Is it women's clothing? Is it shoes? Is it men's accessories? Somebody's saying Etsy as well. There are numerous platforms. But the crucial thing is, before you get to the point of implementation, it's very, very important that you acquire knowledge, you do your findings, and you're confident that, okay, this is what I want to sell. And also, before you get into a particular niche, say for example, I want to start selling baby clothings, right? Baby wears, as an example. Thank you, Khalid. Thank you, my brother. And it's a sensible move for me to do a bit of a market research. First of all, where am I going to be sourcing the baby clothing from? Is it from what type of supplier, from which country, from which supplier? One. And also, if you're going to be selling on eBay, for example, who are like the top 5, 6, or 7, top sellers in that niche. You look at their prices, look at what sort of volumes they're doing, so that when you jump in, you can be able to compete effectively within that niche, if that makes sense. So also things like Amazon, it's also important to make sure you familiarize yourself with their rules and regulations. So for example, I'm familiar with Facebook Market, eBay, and all them things. The only thing that I know is because of what do you call people selling fakes, selling a lot of replica. So like for example, if you're going to be selling, like the top name brands, you just can't show up and say you want to sell, or I would advise you strongly, don't go into selling fakes. Apart from the fact, be very careful. It could be consumable stuff. It could be things that people wear. And also there are legal implications in the background. So don't blindly go into things because you think you're smart. Now, all of those platforms are very, very sophisticated. So if you show up that you want to sell 20 Nike, pair of Nike trainers, Nike and all these big brand names, they watch online. They are always going through this platform. So for example, if you list like Gucci bags and Armani bags in Facebook Market, for most of the time, they won't let you list them with the names on, because the algorithm will flag you up, because they know there's so many people that sell fakes. And even the brand owners are constantly looking through the platforms. So you don't want to get investigated, you don't want to get traced. Look for things. And the secret is, you don't need to have a crazy, stupid idea. It could be wristwatches. I'm just setting an example. Find a good price point, buy really cheap, sell high, and make your money. It's as simple as that. So if you're making £10 per wristwatch, as an example, you're betting on volumes. Sell 1,000 a month, that's 10,000. Sell 500 a month. You see what I'm saying? So yes. Number 2, right? YouTube. Everything YouTube. Okay. I'm going to make that clear. Everything YouTube, somebody might look like. Now, YouTube that I mean as a side hustle. See, like what I am doing, me being a YouTuber creating content. If you're starting off afresh as a content creator, like I am doing, to call it a side hustle will be exactly difficult because YouTube is a slow and steady journey that requires dedication and consistency. Okay, find your niche, find what you enjoy doing, and run with it. But before you gain subscribers and view counts, and before it gets to a point where you can start saying and start monetizing your followers or start selling products and getting sponsors and stuff, you will have to put the work in. But there is another side to everything YouTube where you can make money. You don't have to be a content creator like me to make money in the YouTube environment. So what do I mean? There are people that require voiceovers for for YouTube content. If you go on platforms like Fiverr and so many freelance platforms, right? There are people that need voiceovers for their YouTube content. They are constantly looking for. So if you're good at making voiceovers, you can actually make money from from that direction. Does that make sense? So editing YouTube videos. Alida, thank you. Editing YouTube videos. There are so many YouTube content creators, and especially ones with maybe 1, 2, 3 channels, or people that churn out so many videos, right? They need people that can edit video, drop it in the Dropbox, put it in the Google Drive and go through a lot of content. They agree maybe daily rates with you, hourly rate with you. You can edit 3, 4, 5 videos per day. If you've got the time, you can turn them over quickly. It's a lot of money to make from that angle. Trust me. So if that's your cup of tea, look in that direction. There is also creating YouTube videos, right? There are people with big platforms, and then when it gets really big, they can't really do it themselves. They need a second hand, a third hand, right? So creating content, there are big YouTubers who need people to maybe show up. Depending on where you live, you might live in the UK, it might be across Europe, in the States. If you go on platforms like Fiverr, freelance platform, if you're good in content creation and stuff like that, those jobs are always rolled out, and you'll be amazed by the amount of money that they're willing to pay. Okay? If it's not your cup of tea, don't worry about it. There are other bullet points to talk about. So, managing YouTube channel. Okay? So if you've got a good online marketing background, managing YouTube channel, search engine optimization, scheduling YouTube videos to go live, keywords research, managing the content section and stuff. Look, a lot of them, where can you find them? If you go on these freelance platforms like People Per Hour, Fiverr, I'm going to make a list of them. There are so many platforms where they pay good money for. Like I say, if it's your cup of tea, if you have a skill set that matches somebody's requirement, what's stopping you from jumping in and putting in, a quote and saying, I'd like to do this. I'm able to provide you X, Y, Z. And if you're the guy for the gig, why not? Get your money. So that's that. Number 3, the one I've just talked about ties into the third one. There's 171 people online. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Number 3, freelancing. Freelancing, right? So under freelancing, it's quite broad. So what I mean by freelancing is you can go on any of these freelancing, platforms like I said, Fiverr. It could be peopleperhour.com. There's one called, I think, freelancer.com. There's quite a few of them that you can go. You can sign up accounts within the 2 shakes of a duck still, and you basically look for what's being required. What is it that you can do? I'll tell you a few things. Bear in mind, we're talking about side hustle. Don't underestimate these things. It's a lot better than, and believe me, there are people that make 6 figures doing this, 5 figures doing this. Believe me, I'm not telling you, this is not some overnight wake up next morning, make £10,000 a month, $10,000 a month. But if you have what it takes, you have the right strategy, you go at it, you're dedicated, it's very possible to gradually build and upwards, and build your revenue. Okay? Under freelancing, if you have bookkeeping skills, for example, maybe you have an accounting background, you have a bookkeeping, background. There are people that need bookkeepers. There are small business owners. There are, and the beautiful thing about the freelancing platform is you can be sat here in the UK and you're working for a client who's based in the States. You can be sat in Ghana. You can be sat in Nigeria. You can be in Cameroon and you're dealing with a client here in the UK. Now, the beauty of those freelancing platforms is beforehand they would have done the verifications on your person to verify that you have a legitimate profile on their platform and all that stuff, so that gives confidence to potential clients. So client and you and the creator and the person providing the service, you meet on the platform. Usually when the client deposits money for a service, the money is held aside, so when you deliver on your side of the deal, the client is happy. The client releases the funds goes into your wallet, digital wallet. The platform takes a tiny fraction because you're transacting on their platform. That's how they make their money, and then you can withdraw your money easy into your bank account. So again, it's based on volume, and the beautiful thing about platforms like this is the moment you get the first, the second, the third, the fourth, gigs, and you deliver, you get 5-star, 4, 5-star, and stuff. You can start cashing in, and you have repeat business as well. And then even a lot of those platforms, once they learn that this profile is good, you're delivering, you're doing very well, they refer more work to you. They give your profile a lot more exposure. All right. So things that you can do on freelancing platform, you have bookkeeping, accounting. You've got if you've got programming skills. There are people that need programmers. It might be for one-off. It might be for small projects. It might be for mid-scale tasks. It might be to work on big projects. So if you've got programming skills, you can monetize this on freelance platform and get good money. Web design. Do you have web design skills? Sometimes it's not necessarily about you. You might have to design websites for people and build them, and it might be to tweak things on website, to install things, to fix a bug and stuff. You get money for your time. Also, things like proofreading. People make money off proofreading. Trust me. So if you go on these freelance platforms, you'll be amazed by the vast amount of opportunities that you find on there, right? What people are looking for. So the long and short is, if you're able to meet people's needs, there is a demand, you can meet that demand, you have the skill set, why not? You'll be able to make money. Proofreading, people might give you documents. It's a 15,000 word dissertation or something, and somebody says, can you proofread this within 48 hours? I've seen proofreading on freelance platforms go up to £100, 120, 130, depending on how big the document is. Can you proofread this within 24 hours? £60, £80, £100. You can get 3, 4, 5 jobs, 6 jobs in a week. It adds up very quickly. As much as it's up to you. As quickly as you can turn around the jobs and get on the next one and stuff like that. What's proofreading all about? Proofreading basically is somebody might have worked on a thesis, or it might be a university dissertation, for example, right? And it's like a 20,000 words. And sometimes what you find is it might be a student, it might be even a professor, it might be someone. It's a very big, detailed, lengthy document. So they would rather have a third party, have a read and look for spelling mistakes, spelling errors, and in terms of how they've laid their paragraphs out and tabulate things in chronological order and things like that. So you just make track changes and stuff like that to hopefully make sure that things get to 100%, and then they might then be able to go and submit those documents. Does that make sense? So, yes, let me add very quickly. Freelance platforms are competitive because we live in times where it's a digital age. Everybody's got internet. Everybody's got mobile phones and stuff. But please, let me say to you respectfully, do not be dissuaded. Don't sit down and be counting imaginary coins, imaginary money that belongs to other people. You can always carve your own niche and make your own money in your own corner. Don't worry about the guy who's been doing it 10 years ago. It's fine. You can use that guy as your case study to learn how to approach the market, get knowledge, okay? But don't be dissuaded, don't be intimidated. Don't worry about, what money the next man is making. If you're determined, you'll get your own coins. Does that make sense? So, yeah, there is things like drop shipping. That's bullet point number 4. Drop shipping is also amazing. Some would say to you that drop shipping is saturated. So I'm just going to tell you very quickly. Drop shipping is basically like you can, selling stuff on like Amazon, eBay, and those type of platform. But what makes it different is, for example, if I'm selling this wristwatch, now this is my wristwatch. I'm in physical possession of this wristwatch, right? So it means if somebody sees this wristwatch, they bid on it, they buy it at an agreed price. I would then take this wristwatch and go and deal with the postage, put it in the box, and send it to the correct address, right? And then I can cash out my money. But with drop shipping, you don't have to physically be in charge of. So if I list this wristwatch as brand new online, it's got all the specs, blah 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 blah. Maybe the company that actually have the stock, 1,000 stocks of this wristwatch, they might be based in the States. As long as I'm confident that they're legitimate, I do the groundwork. I've got a business relationship with them, so I list it on my profile as I'm selling this. So if you buy it from me, I then take your order to them in the background. They do the postage to you, and I just take my cut of the transaction, and you can sell as much as possible. People make crazy, stupid money from drop shipping. Again, let me say to you, please do your findings. If it's of interest to you, there are a plethora of information online, I can assure you. All right? If you want to ask me questions, I'll do my very best to answer your questions, okay? To the very best. If I haven't got your answer, I'll tell you straight away. But what I'm saying is, educate yourself, get knowledge, don't be quick to jump into anything. Knowledge is very, very important, and get going. It's not difficult. Blogging. Blogging has been around forever, okay? One of the best ways to make money from blogging is through affiliate marketing. So blogging could be, you might be blogging about health and fitness, for example. So how do you make money from blogging? You could be talking about fitness, how to lose weight, how to build muscles, how to live a healthy life, types of healthy food, and you start building traffic to your blog, and people enjoy coming to your blog and reading your content, just like you come to my channel, right? So, but then, how do you monetize your blog? How do you make money of blogging? There are numerous ways, but for the benefit of this video, I'm going to compress it. One of the top ways of making money off blogging is through affiliate marketing. So if I have a blog where I talk about fitness, losing weight, staying in shape, and stuff like that, I can have affiliate link products that are already existing on platforms like Amazon, right? So if I'm talking about, if you have this protein shake and all that stuff, you will, it would help you lose weight or help you do blah, 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 right? If you click and go and buy that product, maybe the product is worth £30. I might get a cut of maybe £5 or £6 from that. If 20 people buy that, £6 times 20, that's 120 quid in my back pocket. And there are numerous ways I may be able to sell my own products in my own blog. People can also monetize their blogs from things like Google AdSense, showing Google ads, and you can even have when your daily traffic on your blog has grown enough, you can have sponsors advertise on your blog. Does that make sense? But these things require patience, consistency. You don't start blogging today and expect to start making $1,000 tomorrow. Does that make sense? So again, if blogging is for you, start now. Affiliate marketing, just like I said, affiliate marketing, right? The long and short of affiliate marketing, it's fantastic. It's I do it myself. Affiliate marketing is amazing. It's in two parts. You can either promote a product and get a one-off cut from that product, or you can promote a product and you get a recurring amount of money. Depends. There's so many affiliate packages out there. So I'll give you a classic example. So one of them is, if I go, right, if I say for example, I advertise, say, okay, go on Wix.com. I'm not sponsored by Wix, yeah? If I go on Wix.com and I say, oh, go on Wix, click on this link to get 15% off, go on Wix to design your website, blah, blah, blah. Click on my affiliate link. Wix is going to give you 15% off your first order, your first website design, blah, 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 right? So if you decide to click on my link and go to Wix and sign up with Wix, right? It might be based on my agreement with Wix that for every customer that comes via my link and signs up for their product, I get $100 in the background. So imagine if in a month I've managed to get 30, 20, 30 customers, right? That's 30 times 100. It could be $50 per customer. That's 30 times $50. Does that make sense? So if I bring in 100 customers, as 30 times 100. That's how it works, okay? And there are some affiliates whereby it depends on what the package is, whereby once the customer signs up, basically that customer belongs to you for life. As long as they remain with that company, as long as they're spending money with that company, you keep getting money from that company. Does that make sense? But there are some affiliate products whereby you're going to have to keep promoting the product, okay, for you to keep earning. Does that make sense? So affiliate marketing is really how smart you are and how far you are willing to push. Does that make sense? So number seven, this is aim at my people within our community, right? Number 7, cooking. I'm a foodie, as some of you might know. I actually started my YouTube channel as Nigerian food channel in 2013, and then I rebranded it as Phrankleen in 2019 so I can incorporate the talk show and all that stuff, which that I do a lot of today, right? Now, there is a trend now whereby the ones that we know in our community are all these aunties that normally do all this cooking for occasions, weddings and funerals and all that stuff. There is a trend of younger folks now that are going into catering, and believe me, there is a lot of crazy stupid money to make from food. Believe me. The simple fact is people eat every blessed day. There is nothing you can do about it. Every blessed day, people eat. So, if you go into the cooking aspect of things and you can deliver, don't bring nonsense into the public domain. If you're good, you can throw down, you can get a few recipes right, believe me, and then you have a good strategy to put yourself out there. Now, we live in digital age. This is the age of Instagram, internet, and all these things, Facebook and stuff. You have to use it to your advantage, okay? People see videos, the visual representation of what you're cooking, your presentation and stuff. Once people start tasting your product, they like it, you hit their taste bud, believe me, you will easily buy a spot in their wallets, okay? And the moment the word is gone out, it could be suya, it could be a 4-year-old, whatever it is that you can cater for. Before you know, they're calling you for house parties, weddings, and occasion. The long and short of what I'm saying is, if it's for you, if you've got the ability, if you've got the drive, if you've got the willingness to go in that direction, there is a lot of money to... There are guys, for example, who are professionals. There are ladies who work in the city, unfortunately, who are not great at cooking, who haven't got time to get in the kitchen and bang out foods. They earn good enough money because they're single or whatever, and they're willing, they are willing to pay people on a weekly and monthly basis to cook soups of their choice. It could be assorted meat stew, chicken stew. It could be a legusi. It could be any type of... I'm talking about Nigerian recipes now, as an example, right? can you make me meat pie? Can you make me suya? Can you make me beans? Can you make me this? If you can deliver a container, a 7 liter container, 50, 60 pounds. I've seen people who were in the accounting industry, they left the job, they went full time into catering. They used Instagram to their advantage, and today they are killing it. You can make crazy, stupid money off food. Now, somebody's watching this, you are probably a caveman or a cavewoman who is not so digitally exposed or inclined, and you're like, it's all well and good, Phrankleen, but I haven't got a bloody clue. I am not on, I hear this a lot. Oh, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Instagram, I don't really use. Let me tell you, this is how to solve your problem. It's not a crime, I get that. We live in times where platforms like YouTube, Udemy, numerous platforms are bombarded with resources. You can actually go into bookstores, Waterstones, if you live here in the UK, there are materials on how to learn from scratch and acquire knowledge. In fact, if you haven't got a clue how Instagram works, there's a book for it. Believe me, there are PDFs online, there are videos online. If you want to know how to use certain apps, if you want to know how to edit, how to download from a camera, whatever it is you're willing to learn, if you're willing being the objective word, there are tons of resources out there, so there is no excuse. Just come with your determination and it will happen. Does that make sense? So that's me done. 7 ways. There are numerous ways. My list is not exhaustive. Let me just put a disclaimer. My list is not exhaustive. There are so many things. Even if you have any other ideas, you can email me. But I'm going to make a separate video where I'm going to talk about affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is brilliant. I'm going to share with you. All I'm doing is bringing to you ideas and suggestions, and hopefully I can trigger, someone's thought process. Hopefully I can hopefully steer someone in the direction to help you think. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's all I'm effectively doing, because when I read my people's emails and all the palaver that people are going through, particularly around finance, I'm a regular dude. I'm not sat here telling you I'm an epitome of knowledge. I'm a human being. I've got my own struggles too, and I'm thoroughly aware of the current climate and the harshness that the real life presents sometimes, okay? Especially whether you're even single or not, if you've got kids, you've got families. And right now, people are going through devastating situations, not being able to stay afloat. And people are panicking about bills, about tomorrow, what's going to happen in the next few months. The uncertainty is really worrying people. You can start now, bro. My sister, my brother, you can start now, okay? You don't have to be a jack of all trades. You can start with just one. One is okay. Just one. Just one is okay. You don't have to do everything. And maybe you might even be able to find something completely different from what I've talked about. There are numerous things. There are things like, some people say, a guy told me that he has a proper job in the city, and he lost his job because of all this palaver, and for now he's been doing deliveries because he has his car just sitting collecting dust. He's doing deliveries for Amazon, and they put him in a particular area, where a particular estate in London, where he is bombarded with work. He said it's only a few of them, and it's just every day, 6-7 days a week, he's doing deliveries. Right now, everybody are trapped indoor. You can't go into most places, like we used to. Deliveries are like the top things now. So people that can do deliveries, if that's your thing. But like I say, if it's not your cup of tea, that's absolutely fine. If you've got a car that has got insurance, it's got valid road tax, it's just sat on your drive collecting dust, you can monetize it. But if it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But above all, I'm going to end on this note. Never ever live your life keeping up with the Joneses. To hell with what the guy next door thinks about you. Okay? If somebody sees you doing pizza delivery, so bloody what? If you decide to set up a stand tomorrow and sell fruit and veg, big deal. There are so many fruit and veg sellers, the people that actually cater to our daily consumption, especially as black folks. They're a lot richer than us. They've got banging bank accounts. Please, I say respectfully, okay? Don't live your life to please anybody. That's why I am not a conformist. The only person that I rub minds with, that I'm on the same wavelength with, is my wife, my Mrs. Victoria. Okay? She gets it. She gets me. Like, that's my that's my home girl. We are on the same wavelength. And I only rock with people that have a similar mindset. I don't care about opinions. If you want to jump on a bike to do delivery on the side to make your bread, you're not breaking into a bank. People can laugh at you, but do you know what's funny though about life? They will laugh at you, right? Because you're doing deliveries. But guess what? If you ask the same people tomorrow that, hey bro, can I get a quick £100? They will turn you down faster than the speed of light. Trust me. If again, if that's your thing, if you don't feel like it, you don't have to. I'm just saying, never live your life to please people, man. I always say F opinion. I don't want to swear on the live stream. F opinions, man. I don't care about the guy next door. As long as I'm not breaking the law, I am not infringing on your fundamental human right. My decisions are not adversely affecting your human existence. I don't give a rat's ass, man. Ẹlẹ́nu máa sọ ọ̀fẹ́lẹ́jọ́ bá rojọ́ wà dákẹ́ ṣọ́gbà ẹ̀ kémi náà ṣọ́ tèmi òrìṣà bò lè gbè mí ṣe mí bó ṣe bá mi. It's the harsh reality of life. If you're a family man, if you're a brother like me, do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. If you have a quick side hustle, man, and you make quick 80, 100 pounds into your pocket, and that goes 3, 4, 5 days a week. Right now, do you know right now, £2,000 is £1 million in Nigeria. £2,000 right now is £1 million. Facts. Your side hustle might be able to generate even more than that. You get me? Get money, don't worry about opinions. Let's get this success together. Let's be great, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Pablo, my brother, I see you, man. Alida Kelly, what's up? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you for watching. That's me done. Let's keep the conversation going on below. If you have any ideas, you want to get in touch with me, foodchannel1960@gmail.com. Okay. I will make a separate video, talk about affiliate marketing and stuff. Thank you. What do I think about tutoring? Oh, tutoring is amazing. If you can do online tutoring, there are people looking for English teachers, maths teachers, and all sorts. Tutoring makes money as well. I know someone like a couple of years ago that used to earn about £25, 30, is it 30, £40 an hour tutoring. It depends on what you've got to offer. Do you get what I'm saying? The video for affiliate marketing, I will try to get it done tomorrow, okay? I'll get it out. I'll try my best to get it out tomorrow. If you've just joined, once I get done with the live session, you can always watch a playback once it appears on my channel, okay? Don't worry, you've not missed anything. It's your boy, Phrankleen. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Share my content. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't. And for those of you talking about my haircut, leave me alone. At least I look fresh. Peace and love, man. I'll catch you tomorrow, man. Bye.